This is Valley News Live at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Alex Larson. We begin with breaking news tonight out of Grand Forks. Grand Forks police confirmed with us there was a body pulled from the Red River tonight at 6 p.m. Police say they came to the North Forks boating landing where a witness said there was a body stuck in the trees. When police arrived, they recovered the body. Police say they're waiting to hear back from the coroner to get an ID on the deceased. And in Fergus Falls, police confirmed there was a body pulled from the Otter Tail River in the city today. They say more details are soon to come. Stick with Valley News Live as we follow these stories. Today, Governor Walz went to northwest Minnesota to meet with farmers and survey the impacts of severe floodings on the spring planting season. This week, he authorized temporary regulatory relief for motor carriers and drivers helping with spring crop planting. He also authorized the state's National Guard to provide support for emergency flood operations in the area, as well as lending its helicopter support for North Dakota's flood response. Rallies were held across the U.S. today as the debate over abortion continues. Here in Fargo, people gathered outside City Hall to voice their opinions on the matter and march throughout downtown. Valley News Live's Aaron Walling was there among the activists to bring us the story.
More rallies are being held across the U.S. in regard to the controversial topic on abortion, with hundreds of people coming out at City Hall in Fargo in support of abortion being legal.
I think the turnout is absolutely amazing. It just proves that people want legal, accessible abortion, and that's why we're here tonight.
And a small group of pro-life protesters were there as well.
We're going to be out here, we're going to be active, and we're going to fight for what we believe in.
The nation has once again become entangled in the discussion over abortion after a leaked draft came from the Supreme Court that could spell the end of Roe v. Wade, which has stood for decades.
It was a shock, but not a surprise at all. We've been preparing for this.
I want that to be known, that there's not just one side. Everyone should be open-minded to both sides of the issue, and that's what we're here to do.
Certainly there hasn't been a decision set in stone from the Supreme Court, but that hasn't stopped from emotions and opinions coming to the forefront.
The message is resonating with people. It's showing that this is what we want. We want our rights, and we want them now.
Communicate to both sides of the aisle that yes, this is a very, very hot and controversial issue, but to remain civil, to remain charitable, and to remain respectful.
In Fargo, Aaron Walling, Valley News Live.
There were also rallies held in Grand Forks, Minot, and Bismarck today as well. There were more than 380 events planned for today in support of abortion rights, including the nation's capital, where a large Bands Off Our Bodies march and rally took place. Over 17,000 people were expected to be there. Large events were also planned for Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York City. At least 9 people are dead after a man wearing body armor and carrying a rifle started shooting at a supermarket in Buffalo, New York this afternoon. Police say the gunman is in custody, and witnesses describe the shooter as a white man wearing military-style clothing. They say he was yelling racial slurs and may have been live streaming during the attack. The market is in a predominantly black neighborhood about 3 miles north of Buffalo.
The United States Attorney's Office will be investigating this case along with our law enforcement partners as a hate crime and domestic violent extremism. I'm in touch with the highest levels of the Department of Justice. Resources will be put behind this investigation. Whatever we need, we will not stop until justice is brought to this community, those families, and the victims of this horrific crime.
New York State Governor Kathy Hochul tweeted saying she's monitoring the situation and has offered assistance to local law enforcement. 3 separate shootings in downtown Milwaukee left at least 20 people injured last night. The shootings took place near Fiserv Forum Arena, where thousands of fans attended Game 6 of the Bucks-Celtics playoff series. The first incident happened just after 9 p.m. Milwaukee police confirmed 3 people were shot and 1 person was taken into custody. A second shooting was reported nearby just after 11 p.m. They are not believed to be related to each other. In a media release, police said 17 people ranging in age from 15 to 47 years old were shot.
There was a couple groups that exchanged gunfire despite the incredible amount of police presence that was downtown. District 1 officers reported hearing bullets whizzing past their heads as they were there.
10 people have been taken into custody so far, and 9 guns have been recovered. All of the shooting victims are expected to survive. Coming up, parents across the nation are turning to milk banks to combat the baby formula shortage. But first, Summer has information regarding 6 tornado reports from Thursday's severe weather.